Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome back to the Bullion, Bitcoin, and Bullshit channel with G Money. Today, we're going to talk about Pepe the Frog. What the fuck is going on with Pepe the Frog and smart contracts? Well, let's dig in. Okay? First off, we're going to start with Donald Trump. Back in 2015, when he had a Twitter account on October 13th, he tweeted out a meme of himself as POTUS as Pepe the Frog, which was in response to um, Hillary Clinton calling all of Trump supporters a basket of deplorables. Okay, so we then had Don Jr. Shoot out an Instagram post that also had Pepe the Frog, and then we had a total mainstream media meltdown. They called Pepe racist. They called him anti-Semitic. They just attacked the poor frog. I mean, it's just a frog. So they actually went nuts over the whole thing. So, anyways, just some history there on Pepe, real quick, with what it had to do with Trump. Recently, we had Melania release her own NFT. So this was done on December 16th, and it went until the end of December. She actually minted this on the Sol network, but still, she released an NFT to leverage blockchain technology. So I believe Trump knows a little bit about blockchain, and I assume he knows what his wife's doing. So even though she minted it on the Sol network, she actually gave Bitcoin a shout out for the 13th anniversary of the Genesis block. So thanks, Melania. Even though you did mint on Sol, maybe you don't know about Counterparty, maybe you do. But we're going to talk about that here in a minute. But she did give Bitcoin a shout out. So just a data point to show you guys that she's very well aware of Bitcoin. This is her head of state collection. The current auction is up to what, $250,000. 1,800 in Sol. You have to bid only in Sol. And notice the white hat. So you actually get a white hat as part of the collection. That's 55 centimeters in width. But she's actually going to sign the hat. You also get a watercolor thing. So, anyways, you can buy a Melania Trump NFT on the Sol network. Again, just more of her tweeting about it. But believe it or not, NFTs were not first done on Sol or Ethereum or any of those other ones. NFTs were first actually developed on the Bitcoin network via a application called Counterparty. So Counterparty, the first actual test of that was actually called test, was done on January 13th, 2014, where they tested the Counterparty network and submitted a transaction to the network that actually went to the main net of Bitcoin. So there's a little GIF here that shows you that this was just a test. It was successful. It was done back in 2014. There's only 400 of these things that were minted. It talks about all these different things. Divisible. Was it locked? The supply is locked. And what's cool about Counterparty is Counterparty was actually developed to replace the stock market. So as you see here, you've got all these different things you can actually destroy supply if you own one. You've got dispensers set up if people want to buy one. Okay, you can see people buying them and selling them. Dividends. So if you're a holder, you can actually send stuff out to the holders. There's also the holders of the asset. Okay, so you can create ICOs, you can create all sorts of stuff on this network, and what it does is basically when you go buy a house, right, you've got an escrow company. Counterparty is the escrow company. So if you have an asset like, say, an NFT and you want to sell one, well, this putting it on this and minting it here will let you do that in a decentralized way. You don't need to have a trusted third party. You basically mint it here, and then it all works on the Bitcoin network secured by it. So I thought it was interesting that this system or this whole second layer existed. I was late to the party, guys. I missed this. So I did not know about Counterparty. I'm just recently getting into this. So I suggest you guys do the same. I'll post all the links. And what I think Counterparty can be used for is international transactions. So, it can be used to replace the stock market eventually, I guess. Companies can go ICO on here. But also, I'm thinking of maybe El Salvador. They're going to be launching their Bitcoin-backed bonds, and I thought, what better way to launch a bond maybe than, maybe if other people all around the world want to support it, they can issue their own token. I mean, there is a Volcano asset that was minted. There's also a Bitcoin City asset that was minted. Maybe they're going to use one of these on Counterparty. Now, there is a whole article here that talks about it. Notice it was done on November 22nd, 11/22. Huh? It's interesting, huh? And what you see here is that they talk about it being on the Liquid network. Well, maybe it's not going to be on the Liquid network. Maybe it's going to be on Counterparty. So, anyways, let's talk about Pepe rares. So, the rare Pepe, the first card minted with Pepe the Frog, was actually done in 2016. And one just recently sold for almost $500,000. In fact, this was actually 4 or 5 months ago. So the latest value is actually almost $500,000 for the number one series. Okay, this is the first rare Pepe. Now, rare Pepes, there's a whole series of them. Okay, so there's 1,774 cards, and they were minted from 2016 to 2018. Now, if you wanted to back in the day, you could actually submit your rare Pepe. Okay, there was a whole blank submission form. You could do it, and I actually created my own. So if you guys want, I will give you a free G Money NFT. If you guys want, just put your Counterparty address in the comments on the YouTube channel, and I'll give you guys one for free. Okay, but yeah. So, anyways, this is how you could submit one. It was all these kind of rules, and then you could submit your own rare Pepe. But this has been closed since 2018. Okay. Here's a website where you can buy rare Pepe. So they're bought and sold. This website called Scarcity. Okay, you can also buy them on there. This is Pepe.wtf. Okay, this is a great place to get floor prices for rare Pepes. Okay, I like to basically sort by the number of how many were created. There's ones that were just one. So Homer Pepe is actually a pretty famous one, but you've got ones that just minted, 12 of them. Sandwich Pepe. Okay, so there's all different kinds of ones with different issuance numbers. So you've got 10,000 supply over here. So, anyways, great resource if you're looking to buy low issuance ones. There's a whole history of rare Pepes with Rare Skrilla. So Rare Skrilla is a DJ that actually minted one of the first NFTs with music attached to it. So DJ Pepe is a famous one that's only got, I think, 169 of them or whatever. And there's this whole video here on YouTube. So I suggest you guys kind of do your own research and figure it out. Here's the whole history of Rare Pepe and the birth of crypto art, which Pepe was one of the first. So guys, it wasn't Ethereum. It wasn't the Bored Apes. Pepe the Frog was actually the first NFT ever minted back in 2014. Well, 2014 was the network was set up. 2016, Pepe the Frog. So Pepe the Frog was before all these other guys. So all these other guys are new to the game. More information, how to on Rare Pepe guides, how to buy, how to please don't get scammed. Please don't send your seed to anybody. Be smart. The Rare Pepe wallet is the native wallet you can do. Just go to the website. You don't even need to download an application. You can just go to rarepepewallet.com. It'll create the wallet for you. There's an exchange built in. It's super secure. I've talked to some of the developers, and it's something that's never been hacked actually, which is nice. But you can also download a wallet called Free Wallet. It's an application you download, and Free Wallet lets you create ICO tokens. You can make your own NFTs. It's a pretty cool, actually, pretty cool. So, Rare Pepe News. These guys are super cool. If you find their chat on Telegram, they'll give you some special kudos. But there's a lot of old information in here that they did on Pepe News back in the day from 2016. So if you want to browse around on this website, there's some cool information and some, some old text and some conversations from Mike. Mike was pretty much the originator. He was the guy who created Rare Pepe Series #1. So he was the first one that minted one on the network. Okay. Here's my asset. So you can look for G Money Pepe on Xchain, and you can see there's quite a bit of holders. I've been kind of handing these out. Okay, so I don't have 100 people, but there's quite a few people that have them actually, almost 82. So it's kind of cool to see. So if you guys want one, just shoot me shoot me your address. Okay. So, anyways, what is this? Well, what's so interesting about this, G? Where's your grand finale here? Well, here's my grand finale. This is the most interesting Pepe of them all. And why do you say that, G Money? Well, first of all, this token had a total supply of 1717 minted, which I thought was okay. By itself, that doesn't mean much. But then you have this little card down here that was done as part of this one, and you see he's got 17 health and he's got 17 shield. Well, again, that doesn't really tell us too much, I guess. It just kind of talks about that. But something interesting about this one, in addition to that, is that this was minted on September 3rd, 2017. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware of an anonymous letter on the internet posting intelligence drops that lines up with the number 17, but this card was actually made 45 days before that first drop. Okay, so nobody even knew of 17 before that first drop even happened. So I don't know if it's a coincidence. I just know it's kind of odd. And one more thing I'm going to point out is that this asset is only held by 10 people. The Games of Trump asset is only held by 10 people. And one person holds pretty much 99% of them. And the wallet of his or her has not been active in 4+ years. So I don't know if it's dead. I don't know what's going on. But another interesting thing is that the last transaction on this one was actually done on 11/22. Okay? So if we go back and look at the transaction, you'll see that it was done on 11/22 at 22. Here, where's it at? Here we go. Okay, so on 11/22, 2021 at 22:22:47, these were sent. Games of Trump, Stormy Trump, and Trump Pepe were all sent at this day and time. Now, I don't know what that means. I just know that that's a weird date and timestamp for a card to be sent that has some history behind it. So I would suggest you go back and look at my previous videos of Trump and his connection to the Federal Reserve and the one with the 11/11 JFK. So I don't know if this has something to do with JFK. I just know that this happened on 11/22 and El Salvador doing Bitcoin bonds happened on 11/22. I don't know, guys. Hey, let me know what you think in the comments, actually. If you guys think this is totally silly and nonsense, or if you guys think there's something to it, I'd love to hear what you guys think. So, hey, share the channel, and again, post your address, your counterparty address in the comments, and I'll hook you up with the G Money Pepe. So, anyways, G Money out, guys. Take care.